Hi there. So one day I got curious about the Plasticity clipboard. So is it using an internal clipboard or is it using the system one? So you can copy and paste like in most softwares in Plasticity. And on Linux, or more specifically in X, you have this utility called xclip that you can check the clipboard contents with and you can copy to your clipboard. So xclip dash selection clipboard dash t targets so so this should print out the MIME type of whatever is in our clipboard. So let's run it. And there we go. So we are using the system clipboard. And this got me thinking, could we use something like the system clipboard to build a plugin of sorts to Plasticity? As we can change the system clipboard quite easily with xclip. So in xclip, uh, by running that earlier command and providing the MIME type, we can dump out the clipboard contents to a file. So let's provide the MIME type here, and then let's dump it to something like profile. Run that, and apparently it has left our clipboard. So let me copy this again, and then run that again. And let's run file profile. So it's binary data. And given that we have the MIME type, we can read back the profile file to our system clipboard. So let me clear my clipboard first. Let's draw like a rectangle and copy this. So using the earlier command, but let's change this a bit. So instead of dash O, put dash I here, and we are reading the file, so put less than here. And now we should have the circle in our clipboard. And as for the plugin, so I actually made one. So it's a profile library. And I've set it up as Win Shift P on my computer. And let's go with something like a circular hollow section here. And like 42.4 and 3.2. So this copies the that standard profile to our clipboard. And these are Eurocode 3 standard profiles. And let's extrude this. So a little bit about how this works then. So here's the file picker script. So we are using dmenu to as the menu here, and we have it in a separate function, just so that it's a bit more easy for us to customize it all across the script. Then we have a clipboard helper. I also have WL copy here, as I'm thinking of having Wayland support also, but I haven't used Wayland that much, so I don't know a good equivalent for dmenu. So this currently works only on X, but the clipboard helper does have the WL copy though. so so here's the recursive function that we use to recurse into the subdirectories. So we are using first of all, it uses ls and grep to check if the directory has the profile file in the directory. If it has it, it just echoes it out with the directory and then the profile and returns 0. And then we have the choice variable here. So we are using find to print out the directory, and we're piping that to the dmenu. And this gets put in as an argument back to the dmenu to directory. So we are recursing here, and this just gets clipped, and the result gets clipped to our clipboard. So I'm calling this plugin hexmat, and I have it available in GitHub. And about that, so the binaries, I'm not distributing those, as I have no idea what's in them, and there could be something sensitive, and I can't be reverse engineering it, as that will be against the TOS. So what I've done instead is I've uh, I've made the generate profiles script here. So it's a profile generator that uses your plasticity to build the profiles. So let's see that in action. So it's this script here. So generate profiles xvfb. So it uses Xepher to firstly calibrate your UI, and then it uses xvfb to run plasticity in a sort of like a headless way. So if you don't know what xvfb is, it's usually used in CI/CD setups when testing UI. So we run a virtual X server, and we use xdo tools to move around a virtual mouse, and we are clicking on UI elements and using plasticity sort of like or in a way that a user would. So this is the best way I could come up with to build these profiles. And I have a debug flag here, so enable VNC debug equals 1. So this enables VNC so that we can see what the XVFB is doing. So we can VNC into that XVFB while it's running. So first, before running this script, we should make a new file and save the changes if you have something important. Just leave a new document with just the default cube. The script will warn you about this, but I'll just do this beforehand. So let's run the generator. And there we go. So it warns you about the that it will make changes to the current document. So do save those changes if they're important and make a new document. So if you hit no here, it will kill the Zephyr and the plasticity, and you can go to plasticity and make a new document. So let's hit yes, and it will start the calibration. So it asks you to click on UI elements here. So first of all, let's click on the origin on it, so it knows where it is. And then it asks you to hit on the x coordinate input. So that is the leftmost input here in the move dialog. Then it asks you to click on the offset coordinate input. So right here. Then it will start the XVFB. So this will take like a half an hour to an hour, as we are building like a 1049 profiles by clicking the UI. So if you click no here, it will just kill the plasticity and the xepher. But let's click yes. So now it will start doing those profiles. So let's have a look at what it's doing. So VNC viewer and then localhost :0. So we are just clicking on UI elements and hitting shortcuts and building the profiles. So I hope you find this library useful, and I think that I'll be adding support to more programs in the future, to software like QCAD and Build123D and CAD Query. But yeah, subscribe to my channel if you like this sort of content, and I think that you'd like these videos next. Thanks for watching.